Okay, good morning everyone. It's Sunday morning, about 7:17, and the last I checked it was like 71 degrees. Had a bad storm Friday evening, knocked out all the power. That's probably why you haven't seen me around online much, but the power is still out. And I decided to take advantage of the coolness and come out and finish this project. So since the last video, I did go and get more mulch. I'm gonna lay that down here, get the protective covering all covered, and then I'm gonna be starting on this side. So there'll probably be a major before and after, because I'm not going to be making a lot of videos because it's only going to run the battery down, and I have to go in the car to charge the battery of the phone. So yeah. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so I said there weren't going to be a lot of little short videos, but I wanted to show you what I'm going to be putting. This little protective barrier, this trim, you can pretty much see what it does there, like a divider. I figure if I put it here, it can keep the mulch in, give it a clean cut look, but also it's supposed to keep any weeds from growing this way. So that's what it's supposed to look like. I'm simply going to use this tool here to go, what is that, about 4 inches deep, and make the barrier. All right, it's 40 feet of it, so here we go. All right, I pretty much have the trim anchored, sunk, shaped the way I want. So now, as you see, I've been sifting through this soil. You see the mound has gone down some, and I'm going to use some of the remaining soil from the bag on the other side to build this little trench up, and then I'm going to fill it with mulch. So I'm walking over here to show you. Instead of just putting this in the garage, I'm going to put it in the back of the trim to build it up. And I'm going to put the mulch behind it. And that's going to be it for that side. And I'm going to start on this side as long as I can line it up. Remember, I'm just going to go from probably here back. From here on, it's going to be, I'm going to let that fill in with grass. So maybe another hour and this side is done, and I can start on that side. The mulch color is holding up well, considering this side gets all the sun. I was really surprised when I came out this morning. It was nice and shiny black from the rain. But I really expected this to be faded. But so far it's holding its color. I think the bag said, did the bag say 12 months or something, I think? Still kind of early. I took my watch off, so I can't tell you what time it is. So year-long color. The color's gonna last at least a year. So that's where I am on this Sunday. Still no power in the house. from the storm since Friday. It is now Sunday. All right, back at it. All right, start date July 30th, Sunday, 11:02. I finally got the plastic trim in. I just wanted to get it seated. I have some cleanup work to do. I just raked the grass and I just raked the rocks and the dirt to fill it in to get it seated. I have to fine tune it, which means getting the weeds, that little, I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's loose stuff that blew in. I mean, I can pick that out later. I wanted to get started on the other side. But as long as it's in, I'm happy. Like I said, I can always come back behind it, take the loose grass that blew into it or got raked into it. I'm going to redo the rocks. Some of the rocks are buried. I ended up using some of the dirt from the mound and some of the soil. I used the dirt from the mound to put in front of the strip on this side, and I used fresh soil behind the strip. So this is where we are. That's like that because there is a pipe. I think it's a sewer pipe. So I had to split. At some point, I'll make a fine cut and join the piece, like shave the bottom off so you can't see that gap. But I'm okay with that for now. And the cool thing is I can always take the rake and like pull the rake, and what happens is the rake can, like, I don't know if you can see it, straighten it a bit. But that's what it looks like. Once the grass fills in, little rock decoration. Sounds like my neighbors are up doing things also. Somewhere across the street, I can't pinpoint where it is. But I'm gonna get started on this side. I already drew the line. I don't know if you can see it. That line there. I'm gonna pick out the rocks. You see there's like pipe right there, right there, right there. At some point I'm gonna throw this in the back of the truck. I'm not even gonna break it up. I'm gonna pull the truck up and throw them on the back and dump it when I dump this stuff. That's just bags of dirt and weed. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, the azaleas are all ready to go. I'm gonna take this top layer off. I have this bag here, bucket to sit on. I'm gonna take these rocks up, as many as I can. Put my protective layer down. And it's 85 degrees and probably what, 11:05 now. I guess I've been talking for 3 minutes. Still kind of early. Even though the temperature is high, it's not humid. I may or may not get around to planting today. So who knows? There's a nice breeze. I don't know if you can see the bushes blowing. Really nice breeze. But we'll see. Oh, and great news, the electricity's back on. So it's finally back on after Friday's storm. So finally I can shave. All right, I know that's TMI, but I'm gonna get to it. always, when I'm on a good roll and I'm flowing, I run into a freaking stump. I don't know if you can see this in the picture, but this thing is down in there. The picture doesn't do it justice. It's in there, and it's in there deep. Look at this thing. I'm gonna get the saw, the electric sawzall, and just cut it as deep as I can, because I don't know if you can tell, that's a pipe right there. It starts somewhere over there. It may be part of that. You see that? You see that brown? It may be coming over here, because every time I started with the pickaxe. Where is it? Somewhere behind me. I went to get the axe and I started hitting metal. I thought it was a rock. I'm glad I checked. And it somehow goes from over there to somewhere here, comes out here, and I was also hitting it over here. I think you can, yeah, you can even see it right there. That's piping. So it almost like it meets in this particular spot, because it comes out the house right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's like so many little hiccups that's slowing me up. I'm just gonna get the saw, cut as deep as I can around it, cover it with dirt, and continue to level this area off. Then I'm gonna put my liner, stake it down, cut my hose for the plants, put the soil in the hose, put the fertilizer in the hose, water them. If it's not too late, I'm going to, and if it stays cool, I'm going to put the mulch on it. And I want to put my, you know what? No, I don't have enough plastic. I only got 40 feet worth of trim, and that took that whole side. So if I can get this stump up, level everything off, put the plastic liner down, stake it down, put my mulch, and make my line. You know what? I'm not going to make the line because I don't want anything to fall in it or grow in it. So put the protective layer down. Cut my hose, dig my hose for the plants, and I'll pick up the trim one day next week. So this is this side. Again, I'm gonna fine tune this. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna clean it up. The grass is gonna grow in. I'm gonna push the rock all up around it. And, but it's always this side. This is the side that gets wet. It's hard to dry out. It's always clay. This is the side with all these roots and stumps. Look at that thing. All right, let me get back to it. See you in a bit. Okay, what do we say about the right tool for the right job? Look at all that. Hopefully that's the only stump in this area, and I can continue to smoothly sail. Just gonna cut that out. I don't know if how good you can see it. I'm gonna cut that out, fill the hole in, and keep moving. Let's go. And we're back. All right, it's 1:27. Took a little hydration break. Have my protective layer all laid out. These are the exact measurements and positions that I want the azaleas to be. So I'm gonna move it. X marks the spot. Peel the protective layer back, and use the shovel there to dig my hole. I have my soil. I have the fertilizer. You can see the little white and green flecks in there, the fertilizer. It's all mixed up. I just use these to like fine tune my pour. If I don't want to grab a handful or a shovel full, I'll just put it in that and make sure I can get all around it. If you're asking why don't you just do your holes first and then put the layer, honestly, it's what I saw on YouTube. It looked much simpler that way. Just mark an X, peel the 4 flaps back, dig your hole 2 sizes bigger than your plant, and fill it with the soil and a mixture of the dirt that's already there. Cover it with the soil and fertilizer and water it. I didn't really think about doing it, planting first and then putting the layer down. It would probably be a bit cumbersome trying to cut a hole in this plastic to fit around the plant, I guess. Yeah, it seems simpler this way, so that's the way I'm going to do it. So I think I have 3 bags of mulch left, and I'm just gonna cut my hose for my plants. And I don't even think I'm gonna open the bags. I'm just gonna put the bags over here to weigh down the plastic. And sometime next week, when I get another azalea bush to go on the end right there, because I want it to look even, that's when I'll get more mulch. So yeah, that's my Sunday. So once I get these planted in, I'm gonna stack the mulch over there. You see it? I think I have 3 bags left. And I'm gonna cut the hose, water it, put my tools away. As I said, the power is back on. There was a storm Friday around 7 o'clock. So the power came on around what? I think 11 this morning. And I just want to take a nice shower, a nice shave, and relax. I think this is the longest I've ever gone without shaving in my life. So, all right, hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh my gosh. Just when I'm on a roll, pipe. I don't know if you can see it. That's a pipe. I can't even plant there. I have to move it left, right, forward, or back. All right, I'll figure something out. All right, this is it for today. I'm just gonna water the plants. I didn't, I put the dirt back in this hole and covered it up. I don't know if I'm gonna move it forward, backwards, or side to side. I'm not sure how it's gonna look, but I planted all the plants except for the one. All I'm gonna do now is water everything, and I'm gonna call it a day. So don't worry, I'm not gonna keep you for the entire watering process. I'm not even gonna put the mulch down because I have to get, what, maybe 7 more bags, because I think that side took 10 bags. So 7 more bags. Relocate that one. It's sitting on the porch. And that'll be it. And I'll probably see you guys next weekend. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.